Do you know why big brands, big companies, market day in, day out? No, your passion matters. We don't know what you're doing everything. You are not a specialist at anything. Many people know tailors, aka fashion designers, as radical when it comes to timeliness. They're working so hard, but you're not seeing the corresponding result. See, at the bottom, you have so many people, doing copy and paste. Your clients keep complaining about your clothes, but you're too proud to admit to yourself that you actually need help. But many people want to see what you're doing without having to ask you so much questions. Yes, they say you should not change what is working for you, but that's a lie, guy. Go and learn what is raining. If you own a fashion business or you are into what we call bespoke tailoring, which is actually custom-made clothing, you will know that it is not an easy world, right? Been there, done that. I have put together 10 practices you can incorporate into your fashion business if you are just starting out, or if you are already into the business and you want to scale it up and increase your profitability. If your business is struggling, trust me, this is the video for you. You want to watch this till the end, and much more you need to practice each of these. Once you take all of this, your business is going to get better and your brand will be more open to growth and expansion. You're welcome to Kemafrik. My name is Kemi Omorugbe. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. The first point is especially for those who are just starting out. You need to find a niche. One mistake many people make is trying to do everything. Yeah, I have been there, like I said. I was running a bespoke tailoring business. Just permit me to use the term bespoke tailoring, even though we know what we mean, right? So I had a bespoke tailoring business. I was into ready to wear. I was running a fashion school, and gosh, you don't want to know what I was experiencing, both mentally and physically. And also the growth was so slow for me and discouraging. So first thing I will advise anybody to do is find a niche. How do you find a niche? First, you need self-assessment. Assess yourself properly. What are you passionate about? Yes, many people will say, oh, your passion doesn't really matter. Just go for something profitable, something that can bring money. No, your passion matters, because without your passion, once something becomes work for you, it can get tiring. You can get discouraged fast. Those that are doing great in different businesses are those that are somehow passionate about it. To an extent, they love what they are doing. They're not just doing it like every other person is doing it, and that's what makes them stand out. You need to look at what you are skilled at. If you're already trained in doing certain things, you may want to look at that aspect so that you don't need another training, to start up. For example, let's say you are skilled at sewing ready-to-wear outfits. You may want to look at establishing a ready-to-wear brand. Even though it's not just the designing and the sewing, you will be able to manage your business better because you are skilled in the key aspects of that business. Third, to find your niche, you need to find something that is profitable, something your audience need. Look around you, look at your environment. And your environment doesn't necessarily mean your physical environment. It can just be your online presence, your class of followership, or the type of followership you want to build if you're just starting out. So find a good balance between your passion, profitability, and also your skill. And this will guide you in, carving a niche for yourself. And I get it that, for example, in Nigeria, many people are just managing. Those that go into tailoring business or fashion designing, they're just kind of managing and they're trying to make profit from everything. But as soon as you can, please specialize in something so that you'll be known for something. When that thing grows, you can then expand, into other aspects gradually. Even if you're doing other things, you should be known for something more specific. That is what increases your chance of, expansion, blowing up. People will recommend you for something specific. Otherwise, you may not get so much recommendation because we don't know what you're doing. You're doing everything. You are not a specialist at anything, and that puts you at a disadvantage. I know what I'm saying. Secondly, please sharpen your skill at whatever you say you are doing. Sharpen your skill. Okay, fashion design is not just about sewing. So let's say you went to fashion school and you were taught wedding dressmaking, and you want to start a proper bridal wear business. Make sure you know what you're doing. Nobody will come back to you except you give them an excellent job. For every piece you make, ensure that you ask yourself, what is special about this clothes? There was a stage when I was just sewing. Okay, you bring a design, I just sew it, custom made clothing and all that. But at the time when I started doing better, actually, I had to make sure that my designs were outstanding in some ways. So even though you want me to create or recreate a particular design, I'm going to suggest to you, why don't we add this? Why don't we add that? Why don't we do this that way and all that? Just put a touch of your personality. Let there be something special about what you're doing. Otherwise, you'll be lost in the crowd. Hone your skill. Let your design stand out differently. That's just an example. But aside from knowing how to actually sew properly, expand your skill level in other aspects as well. Because we make a mistake of understanding the craft without understanding the business aspects of what you're doing. So learn about business, learn about marketing. Understand that you don't have to do every aspect of your business yourself, but please have an idea about everything so that you can guide the people working in your establishment. And if you are a solopreneur, you're working alone, more reason why you need to actually learn these things so that you can stand out, you can be better, you can do a lot of things yourself. I am currently taking a course from GHF, which is Glow High and Fearless, which is a platform, an online platform where you can learn fashion designing. They have loads of courses, from courses suitable for beginners to even the advanced designers. I am currently taking a pattern drafting course. Even though I had an idea of pattern drafting before now, I taught myself. I never actually went to a fashion school. So I felt, okay, this is an opportunity to actually learn pattern drafting properly. You can be a professionally certified pattern drafter by just taking one of their courses. They also have other courses ranging from transparent corset course, couture dressmaking, just loads of courses you can choose from. If you're really interested in sharpening your skill and getting better at designing, I would advise that you take one of their courses, go through it, and you can even enroll for other courses as time goes on. I'll drop a link in the description box where you can, access their site, take your courses, and better still, you can get a 10% discount by using the code Kemafrik 10. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, you get a 10% discount. I'll drop the link to the pattern drafting masterclass and also a link where you can access any of their courses and also the code for you to get a 10% discount. So hurry now, check the link in the description box and thank me later. Some people run fashion businesses without knowing fashion business. Like that's, you want to completely employ people to handle your business. You don't want to be involved. Maybe you want to employ manager, you want to employ the tailor, pattern drafter, and all of that. I have my reservations about that, because most time you end up being cheated, being taken advantage of, because the people you are working for, we know that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. It's not easy to manage humans, especially the humans who think they know better than you. So even if you're not a specialist at these things, I don't advise running a business you know nothing about. So it is quite easy to access knowledge these days. You don't have an excuse not to be great at what you're doing. There are online courses you can latch onto. There are platforms you can go and learn from. Other parts of the business you may want to have idea on is like operating the machines and fixing little things. I discovered that my engineers that comes to repair my sewing machine, they usually cheat me, because just one small screw like that just losing, and then you call them, they will come and charge you big money. So as much as you can, pick up those little things that can make your work easier. If you are interested in pattern drafting, go ahead and learn. I already gave you an access to a great platform where you can learn that from. Also, there are courses online where you can learn different business skills like bookkeeping, managing finance, pricing, all those things that we usually take for granted, all accessible these days. So let's move on to the next point. Create a structure that will ensure efficiency for your business. Now, I have a video on this channel where I completely explain what it means to have a structure for your fashion business. This is very important. Even though you may start out alone, considering the economic situation in the country, we know that many people just start business on their own, okay? But that's not the aim, that you continue to do everything. Your business has a growth limit like that. Your fashion business cannot go beyond a certain point like that. So make sure that you employ more hands and you guide those hands in what you want them to do in such a way that everybody doesn't have to report to you. You have a system in place. You have a system when it concerns managing your clients, when it concerns how money comes in, how money is being spent, who goes for fabric sourcing. Those are the things. It's a complete topic on its own, and it's going to take a lot of time for me to go into it properly. So just check the link above for the video where I explained how to create a proper structure for your fashion business. Focus on quality and consistency. Look around you there. See, the fashion business, the structure is like a pyramid this way. See, at the bottom, you have so many people, doing copy and paste, running the rat race, collecting Vicky James design from clients and charging 50K for clothes that were made much more expensive. Do you expect the same result with such? You don't expect the same result with such. So many people at the bottom of the pyramid, and as your value increases, you have less people. Just a pyramid, just imagine it. All right, now do you want to remain at the bottom of your game, or you want to be at the top of it? Quality is key. One of the best ways to advertise your business is to give your client great work. We all like good things. They are going to come back again. Even if your price is high, they're going to come back because you're giving them something different from what is obtainable outside. From the measurements to your finishing to all your processes, basically ensure excellence. There's no chance for mediocrity if you are really looking at building a profitable fashion business. They are not going to come back if you don't give them something excellent. Some of you, your clients keep complaining about your clothes, but you are too proud to admit to yourself that you actually need help, or you don't know how to do certain things and you need to learn more in certain aspects. You'll be like, that woman, she just likes to complain. When many people are saying the same thing, pay attention to it. What are your current customers complaining more about when it comes to the finished clothes? Is it the waistline? Is it the finishing? Is it embellishment? Pay attention to it. Is it the lining? Some of us, your clothes can look good on the outside, but once we turn it inside out, we see something else. That's not acceptable at this age. There are too many people doing the same thing, so it's highly competitive, even though it is also a highly sought after business. If you're at the bottom of the pyramid, most likely you're going to be charging low, so you're going to have so much work to do and less profits. You're just going to remain at the bottom of the pyramid, unfortunately. And also consistency, not just in your physical store, in your marketing, your online presence, how you show up for your customers. Ensure consistency. Let's say today you're at work, tomorrow you are not at work. Not you specifically, but your business should be running. Okay, not that you take a long break, nobody's hearing from you. It's not an acceptable place. Now let's move on to branding and marketing. Also ensure consistency in your branding. Don't be changing your logo every year. Why now? Why? Some of you don't even have a logo. Choosing a niche, choosing your logo, customizing everything about your business, how you package your business, how you package what you are giving to your clients, the aura of the environment where you receive your clients. All of these things are important, please. And marketing is an elephant in the room. It is so wide and so important as well. The end goal of every business is to make sales, and without marketing, you don't make sales. You can choose different type of you employ different marketing techniques, from marketing within your physical space, putting out a banner, putting out your design for those walking by to see, and handling over flyers. Who says that is outdated? For a bespoke designer, for example, those around you will find it more convenient to come to you than those far away from you. So you still need to engage the people within your vicinity. And marketing online as well. Don't ignore your social media pages. That is like your portfolio, your online portfolio. Many people want to see what you are doing without having to ask you so much questions. Like, for example, the other day I wanted to get a frame, and I put it out on a platform that, I need somebody that makes so type of frames. And unfortunately, the people that reached out to me, I was asking them, okay, where is your Instagram page? I want to go and see your design. None of them could provide it. Unfortunately, I couldn't trust them with that work because they had nothing to show me. So what I'm saying is keep your social media pages up to date. That's your online portfolio. And also engage your physical environment. You can also invest in sponsored advertisements on different platforms, and also what I call dress evangelism. You are the first face of your business, so always look like it. When you're going to any function, that is an opportunity to market yourself. Church is not just church like every other person. It is an opportunity to put yourself out there. Weddings, birthdays, it's an opportunity to show people what you can do. Also, something many fashion business owners don't do is having a marketing budget, especially around here in Africa. You don't have a marketing budget. Do you know why big brands, big companies, market day in, day out? They're already making profits. They are paying themselves and all their workers huge money, probably much more than you can afford to pay yourself. But they don't stop marketing. Have a budget for it. Say every month, this is how much I'm going to use to market. This is how much I'm going to use for sponsored advertisement. This is how I'm going to, market on TV or something. It should be one of the expenditures that you even consider when you are costing your work. Where I'm going here, we don't even want to go there because now I'm branching into pricing, which is, I have a video for that as well, actually, and I'll link it up above. A lot of things should go into that, which should include your marketing budget. It should be a vital part of your business. Many of us do excellent work and then we are not getting so much sale, but that's because nobody knows you are excellent. Nobody knows you can do what you can do except you tell them. A business owner has no excuse not to market their business. Now, jump on trends. You can even employ the use of influencers. For example, right now, Reels is huge on Instagram. If you want to increase your followership, Reels is the way to go. Don't just put out pictures. Know what's up part-time and latch onto it. Banks, companies, they advertise all the time, and so should you as a fashion business owner. Customer service. This one, many people are guilty of bad customer service because we are stressed out. We don't have structure in place. We are doing a lot of things, and probably you don't know certain things. It's just a lot of, I don't know what to call it though, but I see people harming their business by themselves, by how they treat people. For example, here in my country, many people know tailors as radical when it comes to timeliness. Many tailors, they won't give you your work the time they said. Let people be able to hold on to your word. Okay, you say, Mrs. So-and-so, your work will be ready on Friday. Let that work be ready on Friday. This one will be the first thing that will put off your client if you can't keep it to your word. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Don't say, I'm going to sew this cloth and in 2 days you will get it, when you know you don't have the system in place to achieve such. You will just be stressed out. You can fall ill from constant pressure from your client. I'm saying this because many customers I've spoken to, they actually hate it. And if you are known for your timeliness, it's actually a good marketing point for you. Also, other aspects of customer service, like how you package the finished work, like how you respond to your client. All this should be part of the system you have put in place. When your clients come in, what happens? All your workers should know, your receptionists should know, and those, supposed to attend to clients even when you are not there. There should be a process they follow, offering seats, offering a drink, or measurement, or do you consult first before taking measurement? There should be a process that you have put in place so that everybody will not be looking confused. It is important that not just you are aware of how you treat your clients, train your staff as well. Just a few days ago, I wanted to get a mirror. Actually, my sister wanted to get a mirror, but then I saw one that I liked and, I was checking it out. The owner of the business was there, but she was busy. And then her staff was supposed to attend to me. Initially, he wasn't even attending to me until the madam shouted, "Is somebody attending to you?" Then he quickly said, yes, I'm attending to her. And then, rather than attending to me in a way that is convincing to buy that mirror, his attitude was giving, if you want to buy, buy. If you're not buying, go. That kind of attitude. Yeah. And I'm sure the owner of the business isn't aware of this. I don't know what it is with the structure there, but this is why it is important that your workers, everybody working with you, understand the processes, including customer service. Also, be available for inquiries, leave your phone lines open. Not that someone is trying to contact you for weeks or for days and they can't reach your business. That's not good customer service. Also, ensure that you are getting feedbacks from your current client and making adjustments where necessary. That's the essence of feedback, so that you can. I know some of us are scared of it because we don't want criticism, but constructive criticism can make you better. You don't want those that will just be telling you, oh, you are doing a great job, and then your business is running down because your clients are not satisfied with you. So we'll take that over the negative effect of criticism, right? Yes. Open up your mind to those. Don't take anything personal. If somebody says, oh, you didn't do this well, it's not about you. Don't let it get you depressed, Just embrace it and try to get better. If it even means you learning some more in that aspect, it is actually said that what doesn't kill you only makes you better, right? No matter how bad the criticism may be, it will make you better at the end of the day. My next point is diversification of your income. Let's say you're a bespoke tailor. You may want to look at other aspects. Yes, I already mentioned finding a niche. For example, your niche is actually, custom office dresses, corporate wears. You may want to look at things like fabric, sales of fabric. Your brand will not be known for sales of fabric. You're going to be known as a custom corporate wear designer. Okay, but you can make some money from selling fabrics, because once people come as a bespoke designer, maybe you are used to people bringing their own fabric to you. One or two people may not have the time to go to buy fabric in the market and come to you. No, you can show them fabrics that you have already. Also, you can have a system for alteration. Maybe a particular tailor you employed is just employed there to alter clothes, adjust for your clients, and then you get an extra pay from that. Sewing accessories is also one of the aspects you may want to look at. Things like training. Many people are looking for good fashion houses for apprenticeship. Let's say you are not interested in running a fashion school, you are a bespoke designer. The way that system works around here is actually nice, because what happens is many people come to learn from you. They pay just a little, because these are people that cannot afford a proper fashion school. You may not have to do too much like a fashion school, right? But they are going to be working with you and learning along with you. What that means is you have extra hand to work with you for certain things. So you don't waste time on things that other people can do, so that you can focus on the other aspects of the business. So these are the advantages. You have more hands to work with you, and you're also offering a service at a token. Yes, apprenticeship. Or maybe you want to branch out and expand your horizon, and you want to actually create a fashion school. I will recommend that you get somebody to manage that aspect of your business. Also, if you are a bespoke tailor, you can look into making ready-to-wear. I already made an example earlier on that. Say you are into corporate wears, a bespoke tailor, a bespoke designer that makes corporate wears. You may actually have already made corporate wears, display them in a very attractive way, so that people that come to make what you are focusing on can see those other ones as well, and they'll buy it. When I was sewing for the masses, when I was into bespoke tailoring, I will have some designs by the side where people can come and buy. For example, when I changed my niche from bespoke tailoring to, having a fashion school focusing on teaching, I was still making those ready-to-wear pieces, but they were not selling. So you have to know what you're combining. They were not selling because clients weren't walking in to take measurements, to drop their fabric. So I had less opportunity to display the ready-to-wear pieces. So those are the things you should consider if you are trying to merge, or you are trying to expand your business. Some practices won't gel, okay? So yeah, think of these things. Now, embrace the use of technology. Embrace growth. Don't say, oh, I am stuck out to this method. This is what I know. This is how it has been. This is how I was taught. And I don't want to change it. This is what has worked for me. Yes, they say you should not change what is working for you, but that's a lie, guy. Go and learn what is reigning, For example, those that latch onto the use of social media earlier on, today they have more coverage. They're leveraging on their large audiences and all that. So embrace new technology in your business. You can look into things like e-receipt, sending your clients invoices, making use of email marketing, online courses, content creation. We know that these days almost all business owner has to create content somehow, and it's dicey because even though you're not the face of your business, let's say you have a proper structure in place, people like to be able to relate to a person. So at the end of the day, you still have to do some of those things. You may have to do, let me not say have to, you may have to do some of those things. And also more recently, AI. We have people that design outfits using AI. So your clients get to see what you're going to make for them, real life. No ambiguity. So these are the ways you can leverage on the current growth when it comes to technology. Don't be left behind, just stuck onto your old ways. This is we are all for growth, we are all for progress. And rather than complaining about how these things are going to take over human beings, leverage on them, and take advantage of the system for your own good. When I was talking about the skills you should learn, I talked about business skill. You must know financial management properly as a fashion business owner or a bespoke tailor, bespoke designer. There was a time where I was shooting myself in my leg by myself by not costing my service well. I was doing bespoke tailoring, and because I was kind of new and desperate to have clients, there were things I was not considering when it comes to costing. Learn proper costing because of marketing, transport, all of those things. Otherwise, you're not going to make profit in your business, and you keep wondering, oh, how come I'm not seeing the money? I'm working so hard, but I'm not seeing the money. I'm buying this and this, but I'm not seeing the money. And to even upgrade your equipment at the end of the day will be an issue. Bookkeeping, how to properly document your sales, your expenditure, calculate your profits, put in your proper profit margin so that you won't be overcosting or overestimating your services, and that will push clients away. These are part of financial management. If you're not doing it yourself, you may want to employ somebody to handle it as time goes on, a specialist, because that's a whole world on its own. But if you're a solopreneur, please learn these things. The last but probably the most important point is the God factor. I believe in God, and I believe He gives grace to certain people. That's why you see some people struggle and hustle so hard. They are working so hard, but you're not seeing the corresponding result. And then some other people had listened to God before they even started out, and they are following specific instruction. Let me give you an example. Anytime I want to make an outfit and I don't pray about it, it does not mean it will go bad. Okay, sometimes it will turn out good, sometimes it won't. But whenever I pray, I am almost sure that outfit will turn out great. I am almost sure that outfit will come out good. And I made a post about it a while ago. Even if I'm not confident about the design, and I just put God forward, that God, please, Holy Spirit, please help me with this. In the process, even if there is a mistake, it turns out to be an excellent design. Yeah. So these things are there. Don't be superficial with your thought process. There is the supernatural. And I personally believe things are settled in the spiritual world before it manifests in the physical. So if there's an aspect of your business that you're struggling with, I recommend God. I recommend taking it to God and presenting it to Him. Father, this is what I'm experiencing. If you're a believer, if you're not a believer, I don't know what you believe in, but let's say you believe in yourself, then believe in yourself. Then believe in yourself, but there is a supernatural. And grace is made available for you to succeed. Seek first the righteousness of God, and every other thing will be added unto you, including prosperity in your business, including growth. I go as far as praying for my platforms, my followers. I ask that God expand that territory, attract more people to the brand. So pray even the hard prayers, those things that you consider hard to communicate to anybody else. He's going to listen, communicate to Him, hand over your business to Him. Don't put God in the backyard and say, oh, this one is business, Joe, it's not a spiritual something. Please, if you're a Christian, this is something I want you to take as the most important point. God first. Put God first, and every other thing will be added onto you. So yes, these are my 10 points. I believe that if you look at your business, you're going to find one or two that you are slacking in. I want to encourage you to pick it up, okay? And fire that aspect of your business so that your business can grow, you can make more profit. Go visit that part of your business and do something about it. With this, I have come to the end of the video. Don't forget that I mentioned that you can learn pattern drafting online from Glow High and Fearless, and there's a 10% discount code included in the description box. Thank you once again for watching. This is Kemafrik. My name is Kemi Omorugbe. I'm so happy to have you here. Bye. See you in the next video.